Alright, so got some stuff. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do too. Still got more money to spend, as I was saying before my battery died. But it's all for a good cause. A lot of my old tooling either wasn't mine or got damaged last time I was, building a dart block like this or doing any other motors. So where we're at now is I got a lot more stuff I need to purchase. I need to purchase another dial bore gauge, and I need to pick up a few micrometers. I need a digital. I want a digital just to do the mains pretty much. But as far as the journals, I think I want a digital for that too. But right now, we don't have money for all that. So what we'll do is we'll buy the manual outside micrometers. We'll buy, just what I need. And then we'll buy a decently priced dial bore gauge and then just go from there. Because that stuff can get really expensive. I would like some Mitutoyo stuff, but the reality is I don't necessarily need it right now. The more and more of the stuff I'll do, I'll probably purchase things like that. But as is right now, won't need that. So we'll do what we can without blowing the bank. Okay. Other stuff we got. So this is the block. Right? Block's machined. We went 4075 on the hole. We're doing the Johnson lifters. Had it decked. Had it line honed. Some good cross hatching in there. We had that line honed, and then we had bearings put in. Those are the splayed main caps for this Johnny right there. This is the cam retainer. And here are the main studs. Because when you have this stuff machined, you need to give them all of your hardware. The hardware that you're going to use with the motor, it should be machined with that. So that way everything stretches at the same time. It's going to stretch the way it's supposed to stretch with the hardware you're going to use. Just makes sense that way. This is all, torque plate honed and done right. So you guys should build your stuff right. New pistons are there. These are the old pistons. So I was talking about the ringland's kind of smashed. And the wall's kind of side loaded a little bit, but these pistons are still good. They'll get cleaned up a little bit, and these will definitely get reused. Just gotta get some more locks for these pens. Now, these particular pens are not the pens that I got for those. The pens for those, I know some guys that see upwards of like 40 pounds on those pens. As long as we have no detonation, we shouldn't have an issue. And there's a dart block. I don't plan on running too big a boost, but the reality is, this thing will hold 30 pounds all day, and that's probably about what this thing will see when I run it. Max, maybe. That's kind of like a dyno boost number. As far as me tracking it and drifting it, this thing only needs to see about 10 pounds. 10 pounds is plenty. 10 pounds will give this thing about 750 on this setup. So, but anyways, yeah, those are just some of the goodies that I got. pistons. The old rods are in here. These, the Compstar Cali's rods. These Johnnies will definitely get used again. Some good stuff. So, don't need to do anything with those, but we'll definitely reuse those. Freeze plugs and caps and everything for this block. I have to figure out where everything goes. Down here, we got the crank. Yeah, crank was already an aftermarket crank. This is a Scat crank, 4-inch stroke. Good for about 1,300, 1,400 supposedly. We won't be running it that high. I may see some, 1,200 or so, just for a dyno number, but that's I'm not trying to get crazy. But anyways, this was repolished. Check to see if it was straight. Check to see if it was cracked. All that good stuff. This crank's in good condition. This thing is ready to rock. These are the bearings. These are a Clevite race bearing. It's a tri-metal bearing. So those Johnnies right there, that's some of the best for the big boy stuff. But for now, that's where we're at. I'm gonna call it a night. Want to get up and start working on this stuff. Right now I'm gonna get in here and see if I can find some micrometers and a dial port gauge that I'm comfortable using on this particular setup. And we'll see you on the next one.